Hey, I'm Scott from Bartlow's Barbecue, and today we're smoking chicken shawarma on the Kamado Joe Big Joe. Check this out. Ooh, buddy, that looks delicious. Well, stick around and we'll get into all the details. Well, I took about 3 to 4 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I took a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, dump it in there, and then added the marinade for about 3 or 4 hours. I'm gonna put the marinade in the description on the screen, but essentially the base is olive oil, some white wine vinegar, my own rub and seasoning, and then some lime juice. And it's that simple. You put it together, let it marinate for 3 or 4 hours. And once you do that, I took it out. I took the rod from the Joetisserie. And what I did is I marked the place before I put the fire on. I marked the rod where I thought center place would be on the Big Joe. And I used a Sharpie and put that there. That helped me know where to put the skewers. And so I began to put the skewers vertical, like a traditional vertical chicken shawarma, but we're gonna be doing it rotisserie style. And I just slid it in and just doing it different directions until we filled it up completely, tightened it with the connectors, and now we're going to take that and we're gonna put it on the grill. I'm using a meter plus today to monitor the temperatures to get us to that 160. And then when I see we're around that 160, we're gonna ramp it up to hopefully, 500 degrees to get that nice char at the end. I did decide to put lemon pepper after I've skewered it onto the Joetisserie and the rod. I put some lemon pepper on the outside for some extra amped up flavor. So that's about all we did for preparing the chicken shawarma. Let's set up the Big Joe using the Joetisserie. We're gonna be using the Kamado Joe Big Block lump charcoal. We're gonna be banking all the charcoal to the back of the charcoal basket. And I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks that I've used to set up my Joetisserie. So let me bring you into the grill. We'll jump into all the details of getting this chicken shawarma going. All right, so you'll notice this charcoal basket. I've taken the lump charcoal and I've bunched it all back to the back of the Big Joe. I've got this gap right here. You could use a divider if you want, but it's not necessary, especially later in the cook. We are going to move all this hot charcoal to the front and really get a good char to the finishing touches of this chicken shawarma. So again, I'm using leftover charcoal, some fresh charcoal, and that's completely appropriate. You want to make sure all your vent holes are clean. You've emptied out your ash drawer so you have good airflow. Today, we're going to be firing this up using the Grill Blazer grill torch. It's a great tool. It lights up your charcoal in 60 seconds or less. I'll have a description and a discount if that's something you're interested in, the description for you. And then we are going to light this up. We're going to get this up to 300 degrees, and I'll show you the vent settings, but we're pretty much going to keep them open until we get to 300 degrees, and then we'll dial it in to almost a finger's width on the top and bottom, give or take. So that is our setup for the Joetisserie. And then once we get to temperature, I'll bring the skewers out and put that into the Joetisserie, and we'll begin to cook. All right, so we have this Joetisserie going with this chicken shawarma. We're gonna take it to 160, and then once I see that we've got some good color to this chicken, then we're gonna take our ash tool and brush it towards the front and try to do direct grilling from here to get a nice char on the outside. So I'll see you back when this is done. All right, team, we have finished this thing up. It looks delightful, great caramelization. I have stopped the rotisserie. I'm gonna drip a little bit here, but check that out. We're gonna put it in this tub, slice it up, put it on a pita, do a final review. All right, just like a traditional Joetisserie or rotisserie, we can just slice just down like this, all across. And if you want to continue to get more char, you could put it back on if you wanted to, but we've got the internal temperature we want. We've got that natural charcoal flavor. Now it's time to plate this, and we're ready to go. This looks and smells delightful. Make sure you're wearing a hot glove, heat resistant glove while you're doing this. Well, we've sliced this, we put it in the pita. Now I made myself a yogurt sauce with some lime juice in it, and I'll put the ingredients on that. It is delicious. We're gonna take it out of here, put it on here. I realize I don't have any greenery to top it, but that's okay. This is gonna still taste delicious. Just like this, the flies are enjoying it. Wow, man, the flavor from that live fire charcoal, the marinade, adding that yogurt sauce at the end with the pita, there's just so much flavor here. I absolutely love it. I give myself an A on this. I think it was delicious. It's a recipe I think will wow the crowd. And if you've ever been on the fence on the Joetisserie, if I had to choose any accessory, that would be my top accessory I would get for a Kamado Joe Classic or a Big Joe. It's just so fun and versatile. And this is how you make chicken shawarma on the Kamado Joe. If you like recipes like this, definitely subscribe, hit notifications, do all the things, you know what to do. I've also got a similar recipe doing a vertical version with tacos El Pastor. I'll have a link of that video here for you to check out. That was kind of my earlier videos. And so definitely check these videos out. If you're new to Kamado, we've got a Kamado Joe 101, a bunch of other grills for you to check out, recipes, and just some fun, fast-paced videos on the shorts page as well. So friends, if you enjoyed this, definitely continue to support the channel and fire it up. So from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love, good barbecue. Until next time.
You ever tried shawarma? There's a shawarma joint about 2 blocks from here. I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.